I wonder how many terrible, painful things in world history and in our own lives can be traced back to one single source: the refusal to forgive, the refusal to be reconciled. I think of King David and his son Absalom. Absalom had done wrong. He had engaged in vigilante justice against the half-brother who had raped his sister, Absalom's sister, and he had to flee the country as a result. Now, when he was finally allowed to come home at somebody else's behest and live in Jerusalem, David, his father, refused to see his son Absalom for 2 full years. 2 years. And then finally, again, at somebody else's behest, somebody else is always making this happen. The two are brought together. But there's no David running out and grabbing Absalom and saying, "I love you, son. Welcome home. I forgive you." None of this prodigal son kind of stuff going on. Just kind of a cold formality where the two are brought together. And afterward, Absalom stages a coup. He probably thought he was going to be a better king than his father David had been. Now, nobody in this terrible story is innocent, David or Absalom. But Absalom had his faults, and David did too. David refused to forgive. David refused to be reconciled. Let that be a painful and unforgettable reminder to us. It's always better to forgive. Always better to turn the other cheek. Always better to not seek revenge, but to seek reconciliation. That is the way of God and Christ toward us, and let that be the way of us toward our neighbor.